Hey guys, welcome into Rock Painting 101. We've been talking a lot about blending, and I wanted to show just how easy doing a blended background can be with your paint pens, if you own paint pens. I've done a couple variations here. You can go white to color or two different colors. I'm going to do a fun purple and blue rock here. I'm just working right on my rock. If you have a base coat, this is even easier to pull off because it doesn't absorb any paint, but I wanted to do it on a non-base coated rock just to show you that it can be done as well. So what you're going to do first is start by coloring both ends of your rock, the colors you're going to go with. And you know what? Let me see how this rock sits. It sits like that. I think I'm going to have it fade this way because I'm going to probably write a word across it. So I'm going to do purple down here at the base, at the bottom. Just do a good job filling it in. I tend to like to kind of hold my pen at an angle so I don't wear them down too fast, because you can slowly wear down these tips. I've shown in other videos how you can get a whole second life out of your tip before on this size of pen. I use these ones to do large spaces often. So just like that, we're gonna get our purple on. Now we are going to go right in with our blue on the opposite side. We're not going to quite touch yet. But I did put the cap back on my purple, keep it nice and moist, I guess you could say, while I get the big area of blue done. But then we'll be kind of going back and forth here, just like so. There's lots of techniques you can use when you're blending with your paint pens. This is probably the easiest, as long as you can handle the pressure or stress that it may give you. Some people don't like to possibly do it this way. You can use brushes and things like that as well. But I find that this works really well, and it's very easy to clean your tips when you're done. So we're back on our purple, so we want to work quickly while it's wet. So on this, we're going to kind of line in our purple snug and get the very top of our section wet. Then we're going to go right back with our blue right on top of that purple and do some lines, and then go right back to the top section of our blue. And now they're connected officially, right? So now I'm going to do that again. I'm going to keep going with the blue right in that center spot. I want it nice and wet. Now we're going to go right into that with the purple. I know this makes some people nervous, doing this right on their paint pen tips, but I promise I do it all the time. You've probably seen me do it before on a video. And my memory ran out right there in the middle. So even with a little break, you got to get the paint down into these holes. We'll still make this happen. So I'm just going to go right back over that purple again with my blue. And then we'll go right back with the purple. Pull up, just kind of go up and down. Go up into the blue, and then back down into your purple, until you kind of like the fade you've got in the center. Up into your blue, down into your purple. And then you're going to doodle off your tip. Just like that. We'll get that blue off of the tip of our marker pen. All right. Now we're going to go right back in and paint our bottom of our rock purple. And then we're going to go up into our blend. And as we go up into our blend, we're just going to kind of lighten our pressure just a little bit. There we go. And since we've got a few layers now, doodle that off. Now that we've got a few layers of paint, it will stay a little bit more wet for you than it was before. See, that's what happens. If you leave your tip open like that, you can, there we go. There we go. We got some blue to work with now. So let's go up here. Now we got that nice wet blue. Sometimes if you have a little extra come out, I kind of just dip into it like it's paint. There we go. And kind of go right up to that purple edge. Do the same thing, kind of right into that purple. A little ways. and then recede back to your blue. And there you go. The blue seems really dry at the tip. Look at that, it's doing it again. I wonder if I have something dried in the tip. I might have to wash that one. You know, you can take these out and wash them too. We're gonna wash him when we get done with this video. Now, when you're all said and done, you should have a nice blend. These colors don't show up very good in the light. It looks really dark. From purple to blue, you've got a very nice blend. Once it gets fairly dry, you can go in and I've dabbed it before along lines. Look at my fingers are all dirty from doing these other ones. You can kind of very lightly go on that seam as well. And we've got a really nice blend on this rock, and it's pretty simple to do. I wish you guys could see that better. I don't know if it's showing up. Maybe it's just the angle my camera's at that I can't tell. We go from that purple to that dark blue. This will make a wonderful word rock when we're done. So I hope you try blending backgrounds with your paint pens. Again, like this blue tip I was showing, it was getting a little bit dry. Oh, no, it's fine. But you can remove these tips. I obviously have dirty hands, so I don't mind going right in. You can just take them out like so. Like if you leave it setting too long with that second color on there and it's kind of dried in, just take out the whole tip. You can run it under warm water and just let it dry really well, and then you put it right back in your pen. Now just make sure that you put the lid on your pen while you're in that process so the paint inside doesn't dry out. So I hope you guys try blending backgrounds with your pens, and we'll be back soon with another tutorial. Bye-bye.